And Sibylin's been dropped in the back marker as they come to the first, with Egypt Mill Prince the leader. From Wonderman and Viking Flagship, and then Deep Sensation and Sibyllin. As they run to the second, Egypt Mill Prince, Wonderman and Viking Flagship, then Deep Sensation and Sibyllin. Race now to the water, Egypt Mill Prince taking him along from Viking Flagship and Wonderman together. Then Deep Sensation and Sibyllin. As the leader comes to the water, Egypt Mill Prince jumps it clear of Viking Flagship and Wonderman. Sibyllin just slightly out jumps Deep Sensation there, moves into fourth, but he and Deep Sensation just about 8 lengths off the pace at the moment as they go over the far side in this Mitsubishi Shogun Game Spirit chase. And Egypt Mill Prince by about 4 from Viking Flagship, Wonderman, Sibyllin and Deep Sensation now matching strides over the fourth. Egypt Mill Prince, Viking Flagship, Wonderman, Deep Sensation and Sibyllin together, coming now to the first of the ditches. 13 fences in all, and Egypt Mill Prince lands well clear of Viking Flagship. Then Wonderman, a beautiful jump there by Sibyllin in fourth. Deep Sensation on his outside, on Mark Dwyer's outside under Declan Murphy. Number 6, Egypt Mill Prince, lands in the lead from Viking Flagship and Wonderman. Another good jump by Sibyllin in fourth. 5, Deep Sensation coming to the next. Number 7, Egypt Mill Prince from Viking Flagship and Wonderman, Sibyllin and Deep Sensation. The last fence right over on the far side this. Number 8, Egypt Mill Prince, the leader. From Wonderman and Viking Flagship, Sibyllin and Deep Sensation. Now a long run to the cross fence. 5 from home. Egypt Mill Prince, the leader. From Viking Flagship, Wonderman, Sibyllin and Deep Sensation. The 2 in rear, looking still full of running, as Egypt Mill Prince, under Graham Bradley, still takes them along. From Wonderman on the inside of Viking Flagship, going a little bit wide there, looking for the better ground, Sibyllin and Deep Sensation at the cross fence. All safely over it, still going sweetly. All 5. All to play for now, with 4 fences left to jump. 1 plain one before the final ditch. Egypt Mill Prince still making it from Viking Flagship and Wonderman on his inside. Sibyllin and Deep Sensation poised just in behind them as they come down to the 4th from home. Egypt Mill Prince gonna jump it in the lead, the 4th from home. Egypt Mill Prince lands in the lead from Viking Flagship, Sibyllin and Deep Sensation. Wonderman over on the far side. This the final ditch now. Egypt Mill Prince, the leader, from Viking Flagship, Sibyllin and Deep Sensation together. Wonderman over on the far side. There's a little between the 5, but there Deep Sensation made a mistake, and it's Egypt Mill Prince and Viking Flagship from Sibyllin now as they come down to the second last. Viking Flagship in the center, Sibyllin towards the near side. Viking Flagship over on the far side, Sibyllin on the near side. Deep Sensation trying to get back into it. Coming down towards the final fence now. Viking Flagship with the advantage from Sibyllin, on whom Mark Dwyer hasn't moved yet. Wonderman coming there on the far side. Viking Flagship landed in the lead there from Wonderman. Sibyllin now under pressure. Viking Flagship going away now as they race up towards the line. It's Viking Flagship from Wonderman and Sibyllin, and Viking Flagship is going to win it as they come to the line. Viking Flagship wins it. Second is Wonderman. Third is Sibyllin. A distant 4th is Deep Sensation, and 5, the long-time leader, Egypt Mill Prince. So the result of the Mitsubishi Shogun Game Spirit Chase, a 1-2 for David Nicholson, and the result, number 2, the winner, Viking Flagship, owned by Roach Foods Limited, trained by David Nicholson and written by Adrian Maguire, a double for him too. Second, number 5, Wonderman, owned by Mrs. Shirley Robbins, trained by David Nicholson and written by Jamie Osborne. And third, number 3, Sibyllin, owned by the Marchesa de Moratalla, trained by Jimmy Fitzgerald and written by Mark Dwyer, with fourth, number 1, Deep Sensation. And immediately. Corals go 7-2, Viking Flagship for the Queen Mother champion chase.
Yes, this was set up by the white colours of Egypt Mill Prince, leading them all a merry dance, but he dropped out. He was first to go away. As we come to the second last, there were none going better than the orange colours, two from the left of course, Sibyllin. He was absolutely hacking at this point. If you could have bet in running, Mark Dwyer hadn't changed his hands. Well, you'd have plumped for this one. But Viking Flagship is very tough, as he'd shown us when previously beating Egypt Mill at Warwick. The yellow colours of Deep Sensation, well, his chance, he made a mistake 3 out, and it just seems to put him off his stride. But coming to the last now, well, it's Viking Flagship who just rises first.
Yes, it's Adrian got a great jump out of Viking Flagship there. It's always a good fence to jump, that fence. They come back on their hocks and jump it well. I don't know, some last fences are awkward to jump, but that always seems a good one. But Adrian, who's pulled his stick through to his left, changed his hands there. The horse is just drifted across Wonder Man, and for a stride or two, looks as if Wonder Man is going to come back at him. But Adrian pulls his stick back through to the right. He's going to have a rail by this water jump to go to in a minute, and Viking Flagship, who, as you said, Richard, looked off the bridle for a long way, but galloped all the way up to the line. That's what I like to see in these 2-mile champion chases, or potential 2-mile champion chases, the ones that the ability to gallop all the way to the line, and the stiffness of Cheltenham is not going to inconvenience him.
So Adrian Maguire returning after a 17-1 double for his governor, David Nicholson. And Viking Flagship now winner of 13 of his 27 races. He's earned well over £100,000 in prize money for Graham Roach, who used to train him, runs in the colours of Roach Foods Limited. Only a 7-year-old, the youngest runner in the race. He really does love a good cut in the ground, and he certainly has got it this afternoon. It's by Viking out of 4th degree by Oates. Oates, the sire of Flaky Dove, whom we'll be seeing in our next race, the Tote Go Trophy. Meanwhile, here now the starting prices on the Mitsubishi Shogun game.